What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to some more Buoyancy, episode 4 with our series. Let's get started. Our little humble cannibal colony here. We're doing all right so far. We're just kind of, we got a little bit of a backlog. That's okay. I guess you guys have been giving me a couple of tips and tricks, which is nice. I appreciate it. And I'm going to totally try and use those, but I'm also going to probably not use them because I've already forgot most of them. No, I got some wrote down here, so I'll go ahead and do that. Now, obviously, a lot of you guys are pointing out that you can see the little crate pictures here, and that means that these places are overwhelmed currently with resources, and yes, of course they would be, because we've lost half of our population to Meat Village or whatever it was. Eventually, I want to go ahead and handle that place. If I even remember where it was. If we ever come across it again, we're going to destroy it. But we lost most of our population to Meat Village. So we're just going to have to kind of make things work. Now, we did finally build a guardhouse, which is nice. And it looks like we're going to be able to put some guards on this. A villager has been born. We can also pause some of these buildings as well if we want to, which would more than likely free some stuff up. And we'll also free people up to haul. Since most of these buildings are way overtaxed right now and we seem to be perfectly fine in food, I'm going to go ahead and pause 2 of the fisheries. And actually we'll do 3 of the fisheries. And 1 of the forager. We'll keep the deep diver, medicine hut. We've got some scavengers here. I'll pause 2 of the scavengers for now, and then we can turn all this stuff on later. We'll keep the greenhouse going though, I think, because we've got the brewery here. And I want to make sure we have as much beer as possible coming in. We're building the harpoon tower currently. We need more wood. We don't have enough. We'll have to find some more. Speak of the devil. So we got a driftwood pile over here. So we'll start heading that way towards the driftwood pile. What else do we got here? So we got the evaporator, the smelter, which has been running pretty good. There was a screen here. Which one was it? Somebody told me about it. It does not seem to be working. Okay, well, either way, we're going to need another storehouse, I think, at some point. The town center's starting to get a little full. We can turn some stuff off if we start overfilling. Like, obviously, we've got plenty of dirt. We don't really need more dirt, but it also produces crude oil, so we kind of just need to keep doing it. So some people were like, you can turn this off once you have too much dirt, but I need crude oil, so I guess I have to keep it running. My building design for efficiency is not going to work, or for defense. So I'm just going to have to figure something else out, but we've got the guardhouse at least, so we're good to go. People are already turning into guards and they are leveling up. Population's already up to 37. If we can find another raft with people on it, that would be great. I wouldn't mind getting population up just a little bit. Maybe. There's really no rush though, I feel, to get population up, in my humble opinion. Move back just a little bit here. But you can see that these guys are starting to haul everything out of these areas, which is perfect. It's exactly what I wanted. We just need to get a little bit more driftwood there and that. Okay, so there's other things I wanted to build. One of them was obviously the motor at some point. We also need to get the refinery, a mill and a bakery, and then the other really big one was the galley, which we don't have. And it's a fairly large building. I'm thinking of putting the galley back here so that people will get a bonus when they eat and drink. Let's see. We don't have plastic though. We don't have the metal. Heck, we don't even have the wood. So I guess we're holding off. Population 40 though, it's going up. Another driftwood pile over there. Okay, how about the motor? So it takes 30 metal. We need gas. So we need a refinery. We've got an evaporator and a smelter. Now a refinery is one of those buildings that are flammable. Same with the greenhouse. It uses blubber, which we've got a little of, and crude oil to make gas. So maybe makes sense to put it down here. I think we definitely need a refinery if we're going to get the motor down. So why don't we do that? I know it's not perfectly ideal because as it stands right now, we are lacking manpower. We're getting back up there though, 42. Hunger is reduced from eating, so 5% hunger, so we're doing pretty good it looks like there. I think, right? Or is that, I'm not sure. So is this the better? I really don't know. Actually, we have plenty of beer, but we're starting to lack a little bit of food. That's not packed yet, but we've already filled this storehouse with beer, actually. I'm going to go ahead and stop the beer and the greenhouse completely, and we're going to turn the fisheries back on for food's sake. Oh. No point in pausing the bridge. People gotta cross it after all. Yeah, so since these are... Building production has been temporarily closed due to no storehouse space available. Yes, we've burned up all the storehouse space. Okay, we can go ahead and set ourselves up with some more. Jesus Christ, okay. It takes 40 metal. I don't have any more metal, but it would use up some of our wood. Let's go for it. Which should open up storehouse space for other stuff. It's mainly beer, but we'll end up using the beer up, so that won't be a problem. And we should end up converting... Oh, no, we don't have... We need plastic and everything to build this refinery. Okay, well, we're getting more food at least, so that's good. I can't store any more wood, but I can at least head to... there's a school of fish there. I'm thinking about heading to some more fish. Getting foggy out. Okay, we'll head over here. So we've got 17 out of 22 specialists. There's a lot. Let's see. Laborers, villagers that are carrying resources around the city. Laborers currently working, total amount of laborers needed for tasks 91. So we're definitely, that's like the big thing I think that's hurting us right now. Is that we need more laborers. But there we go, we're starting to get the tasks. Wow, that was fast. We're starting to get the tasks dealt with. They haven't even finished this yet because they're in the process of hauling for this. We need more plastic. What made plastic again? Processed from junk produced at recycler. So we've got ourselves a recycler right here. And we've got some junk. No, so we need more junk. We need to find more junk piles. Okay. Here we go. And there's not a whole lot we can really do until we... Oh, right there's a trash pile. Until we get this situated. Is it the deep dive that gets us trash? What gets us trash? Forager gets us trash. 50-50. So maybe we need the other forager up and running for more trash so we can get the plastic. I think that sounds about right. No. No! Wrong buttons. I'm going to have to build another forager now. That was dumb of me. 45 villagers. Food is looking kind of tight. Are we going to starve to death? It's mainly just because we're not getting it stored. There's plenty of food. We just don't have the storage space for it. Can I... What happens if can I dump stuff? I don't think I can. I'd have to go trade a bunch of stuff, which I could do. All right, we got to find somebody we can trade with. But let's stop and grab some more. We can't grab more fish. They've hauled a little bit of the fish. We're still backlogged with jobs. Is there any traders around? Destroyed ship. We're going to have to pick a direction and head to it, or we're going to lose this city. Everybody's going to starve to death. And it's going to literally be because I don't have the room to store food. As far as I could tell, I can't get rid of it, which is kind of weird. You should be able to just take the dirt and like throw it into the ocean. Unless you can, and I'm just retarded. And I'm missing something. Let's move. Let's find a trader. That's going to be our best bet to get rid of everything. We'll get some speed here going in a second once we start hauling. Looks like everybody's going to have to drink beer to survive. Doesn't provide nourishment, does it? Replenishes happiness. Doesn't provide nourishment. Well, at least our people will die happy and drunk with empty stomachs. Beer's kind of filling, right? I mean, if you've ever had a beer, you'll know that it's there is some level of filling there. It's really going to be whether or not we get... Let's see. No. Well, we're losing people, so that's good. Hopefully everybody won't starve to death. Your city has reached 50 population. That's not worth celebrating. They are still not working on this. They're mainly all just walking around wondering where the food is. There was traders galore earlier. Now we can't find anything. It's sad, really, because I feel like I'm going to die to something that's kind of silly. And it's just going to be that there's not enough room to store the food. I've got an idea. I wish I could pause the game. I'm very upset that I can't. Okay. Stop. I'm going to pause all of this. Everything that doesn't produce food is going to be paused so that we're not storing hopefully anything but food. That's meat. And then if we burn up any of these resources, it will hopefully make food. So what can I build right now that will burn up some of the resources out of our stockpile? Another fisher. A bridge, a platform. A bridge would actually do it. Okay, hold on. Bridges take up resources. Okay, I thought they cost 5 wood, but it doesn't appear to be taking any wood. Another harpoon tower. There's another storm coming. We gotta keep looking for traders and probably stay on the move. I need you guys to build this. There's a little bit of capacity here. They don't seem to be hauling. They're building that. Deconstruct that. Pause the refinery. I'm confused why they're not hauling the fish now. Status is not working. Building production has been typically closed due to no storehouse space available, but there is storehouse space here. There's not a lot, but... Well, they're eating each other. I actually have no problem with this. If that's what it turns into, then so be it. I don't understand why they're not hauling our resources. I'm sure it's something I've done, but I don't know. Cool. Handy tools. I mean, everything is closed. These guys are max level. Everything is closed but the fisheries. I'm obviously doing something wrong. Hold on. Maybe I have to stop moving. Maybe they're so busy rowing that they can't focus on hauling. They don't seem to be building anything either. Have I ran into, is this a bug? They're not hauling anything at all. Priorities doesn't work. The priority button is not. That priority button does not work. Clears are out the current building tool selection. What? The amount of resources that need to be transported is backlog and showing the available villagers that can do the job. Try expanding your city slower or pausing underutilized buildings. Remember that moving the city requires villagers to row, reducing the amount of villagers they can transport. Yeah, well, people are starving to death. Nobody is moving any of this food. There's food here. Nobody's moving it. It does say we don't have any more storage space, even though there is some. They should be moving stuff to here, but they're not. Because we have enough wood. Well, we don't have enough wood, but we've got enough metal. But they should start moving it, right? They don't need to have all of it. I thought they just had to have some of it. Is there anything else I could build that I definitely like have the resources for? Okay, fine. So let's say I build another fisher, right? Let's try this out. If the developer's watching, then he can... If there's something wrong, he can... help troubleshoot it here. You can see what's going on. Okay, so they're moving over here. They're throwing bodies off. And somebody's coming back to rebuild it. Ah, yes. Throw all the bodies off. You guys should be eating these bodies. Okay, so I've got 43 wood. He is not hauling it at all. There. The refinery's dead. I'll delete every damn building in this area if I have to. Okay, the only other thing we could do is try and find a trader and use that as a sort of way to troubleshoot if this is busted or not. We may starve before we get there. I just hope that people start eating other people. Or at least drink some of the beer, damn it. There we go, finally. Scarlet is eating Nevaeh's corpse. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, I've obviously done something wrong. And notice we're not finding any other people either. What terrible luck. I felt like we ran into so many people before. Alright, I'm gonna unpause everything just to see if it makes a difference. I know it's not going to. But at this point, I'm just at a loss. Oh, they are hauling now. So they're operating, they're hauling resources to other stuff. They're just not hauling food. It's got to be the storehouse situation. I mean, I know the storehouse is full, but when I go to build another fishery, they don't haul the wood out of the storehouse to build it to clear up more space in the storehouse. Plus, it says it's full. But it also says there's 593 here. So I just think there's some wacky stuff going on. Oh, yes. Trade ship. Accept docking request. Come at dock with me. Oh, humble trade ship. We will live to see another day. Maybe. They have meat. They've got a lot of it. We're going to buy all their meat. We're going to sell everything that's worthless to us. We'll sell all of our dirt. I'll keep 10. No, we'll sell all the dirt. Half the grains. We're freeing up space, mind you. We're going to sell a bunch of the beer, which is worth a lot. Let's just sell like all the beer, but that much. Some of the fresh water, because we can make all this stuff again. All right, so we're going to grab some bread from that. Okay, whatever it takes. Okay. Holy crap, we just saved it. But for how long? We've cleared up our stores, but will they stay that way? Let me see real quick. Is everybody going to start hauling again? That's kind of what I'm wondering. Didn't we have a bunch of fish here? Are they okay, they're hauling the fish now, it would appear. Everybody's coming to eat. Okay. They're going back to fishing. Somebody hauled one fish. I have no idea what happened. I mean, obviously these crates were full and... Okay. I'm going to go ahead and build another storehouse because obviously that's a huge issue that is going to kill us if we don't do something about it. So 40 metal and 40 wood. We need more wood and metal. We need more of both of those, but I've sold off most of the resources. Now this is telling me there's a bunch in here. Most of it's the food, which our guys have pretty much consumed. Okay, let's keep on the move. Head to this school of fish and get some fish picked up just in case we need to buy ourselves some more time again. But I'm going to call this episode since we're out of time anyways. That was a pretty close call, guys. Definitely a close call. I don't know if that was a bug or if it was something I did wrong. I'm sure you guys will not hesitate to tell me in the comments section what I did wrong. I can't wait to hear all of your suggestions on what went wrong. Seriously though, if you know, let me know. And if you're the developer and you're watching this, because I know you've been peeking a little bit, let me know as well if there's something I could have done to avoid what was happening. I don't think we're out of the water, pun intended, out of the water yet. I think that we still need to figure out, definitely get the other storehouse built and figure out what the issue is. Like, it doesn't look like they're building the storehouse. I was under the impression that they originally hauled the materials there. Even if you didn't have them, they started hauling them to clear up storeroom space for more materials. If that's not the case, then that's a big problem, because that means that if we don't have the materials on hand, there's things that we can't build, which seems weird because I could have swore that it was not like that before. But we'll have to wait and see. With that being said, I want to thank you all for joining me. I hope that you've enjoyed it. I look forward to seeing you next time.